everyone, I'm Reena, and this is Resonant Space. So today I want to continue our discussion about endings. And the thought for today is to develop a daily ending ritual to your workday. So one thing I've kind of learned about myself over the years is that I am an overachiever. I love that feeling of giving 110% and just throwing myself into something and giving it my all and feeling like I've done my absolute best that I can ever possibly do. And that's just kind of part of who I am. That's what makes me feel happy. And it's not always a great trait to have, but I just know that that's the way that I'm wired. And this was not a problem when I was younger because things were so circumscribed, right? Do this assignment, turn in this homework, go to this piano lesson. It was really clear what I had to do to achieve and then to put in that extra 10% and just overachieve. But I find that in my adult life, it's actually a lot harder to feel not even that I'm overachieving, but that I'm just barely meeting what is required and necessary for my life. And so I find that I would end these days just feeling like I was giving up, I would try to get things done. And then at the end of the day, I was like, okay, I'm just going to shut my laptop. I've got nothing left and I'll just pick up and slog away tomorrow. And that's really a recipe for burnout. It's not great. And I've been in burnout many, many times. So I speak from experience. It's really rough. And so I kind of thought to myself, how can I develop a way to transition out of the day that doesn't leave me feeling depleted or unworthy or like I haven't done my best? And so I started this daily routine of just having a ritual to end things. And I know many people do this from all kind of sectors. It's not only creative people. You can probably Google and find a million people's different ending rituals. But I will tell you mine. So I have this, it's on this little post-it note that I keep by my desk. And I'm just going to read you what I do at the end of each day. So I finish some quick tasks that just take a minute or less, just really kind of easy things. Then I kind of check my meetings for tomorrow. So either that's making sure that I have the Zoom link or an address or a phone number, whatever I need to just get myself to that meeting. Then I clean off my desk and I process just notes that I've written down and make them into various action items. And again, this is not, doing a massive overhaul. It's just making sure that I have a clear surface. And then I'll fill out a little habits card that I have to make sure that, I've done the various little things that I need to do during the day. This is, James Clear has a lot of really great insights about that you might want to check out. Then I'll do some wind down yoga. So if I have 2 minutes, it's maybe just doing a single sun salutation or just being in one position or just stretching out in a certain way to let my body unwind a little bit. And if I have more time, I can get deeper into things. And then I turn off my heater, I turn off the lights, I charge my electronics, I take dishes to the kitchen, and then I replenish the water in my kettle. I'm sure you can see my kettle is over there, which, as those of you who have watched the first season will know, tea is very important to me, and tea is a critical part of my composing process. So this kind of does two things. The first thing is that it just puts some space in between me and the day and gives my brain this sense of accomplishing things, these little tiny things that are so easy to accomplish. So I feel like I've accomplished a bunch of things in a row. And then my overachiever mind says, okay, you've done things. This feels like a day that you can really wrap up instead of just giving up and throwing in the towel. And then what's interesting is that the next day, I find that all those things that I've done, they don't necessarily have significance for the evening of that day, but they have a real significance the next day when I come back and realize that everything is in order, everything is reset, and all I have to do is just sit down and get started. So I encourage you to think about what are the little things that would make a real difference to you the next day when you sit down. What are the things that you sometimes have to get out of your way to get done and to even get to work, and try to do those little things as an ending ritual and see if it helps you both to end the day with intention and to start the next day with intention.